Hi guys, this is Lachette back with a new Plan With Me video. This is going to be my February Witchy Plan With Me Dark Moon in Dark Moon is also called the New Moon. We're on February 4th and first I'll start with a flip through, and since I did not do a January Plan With Me and December flip through, I'll show you December and January. So that's December 2018, January 2019. Let's get into it. I'm gonna move some stuff out of the way. This was my layout to show you guys for my cover image anyway. So still in my bullet journal, my faux dory, fabric dory. I need to wash it. And I've got some of the cards that I used this month up front. Also the December and January color cards. So these are my color cards for December. New Time, Lotus Pink, and Sunset Joy. If you watched my annual review page, my annual review setup, and I can't talk. If you watched my annual review and setup video, color of the month, you'll notice I had picked out colors for every month of this year. I didn't put December in yet for reasons, but I sort of practiced with last December, and these were the colors I had picked out. These are cards from the Color Mage Oracle deck. This is the back of the deck. So that's how I get these colors, and this layout page that I made was was using watercolor paints, just so I have swatches, and also so I don't influence myself. So here's my January colors, and these are the cards that I pulled them from, as you can see. So I'm showing you this so you know why these cards are stuck up front, but also so you'll know how I chose my colors for my layouts. I also meditate with those colors every month. So yeah, here we are in my collections insert. 31 Days of Tarot was something that I did on Instagram this month. My Instagram is linked in the description below, but this is the page that I did so I can remember what prompts I was doing on what days and whether I filmed and posted those videos. Again, I did it on IGTV on Instagram, so you can go to my account, click the little IGTV button, and watch those videos if you so choose. Other new pages, I made these spreads for readathons that are coming up. Blackathon, which has already started, and these are the prompts, and then the books I'm reading or in additions that I might add in. Contemporary-thon is coming up mid-month. There's going to be some overlay, and then I'll start Witchathon. This page I just started yesterday. I'm going to be doing Breed's Closet Beltane Festival vending there, selling my Bath and Body products and readings. So I need to start planning out what I'm going to bring, how I'm going to get it there, and all of that. Here's my winter insert. Not too much happening in here. My January content calendar. I might rename these because I finally started setting up the calendar spread from the day new moon to new moon, instead of the first to whatever the last day of the month is, just to correspond with my daily spreads. And I need to finalize this. As you know, I put the videos and blog posts I want to write each month on these post-it notes so I can move them around, and then once they're actually posted, I'll write them in. Some weekly spreads. This is what this is what December looked like. I haven't gone back and put in the finalized videos, but there you go. Now some weeklies. I'm not gonna lie, guys, I've been so busy, I've not been using my weeklies, so I stopped making them. Here's my February content calendar coming up. Oil Milk, Return of the Sun, in bulk, Return of the Sun, Breed, Candles, Moss. So I decided to go with a candle fire theme, and it goes well with my colors of the month for February. And that's all I have in here. Now for my dailies. Really quick, I have not updated my index. It is what it is. Here's my December pages. I did not use the habit tracker. Income and expenses. My memories page here all filled out. You can see it a little closer if you go on to my Instagram account. I decided to try this whole Instagram layout, planning out ahead of time what I was gonna post every day. Didn't really follow it. I was too busy. But it gave me a good outline to follow somewhat. Here are my December daily pages. I'm using washi tape a lot more because of the type of book this is. I didn't realize when I bought it that the pages are meant to tear out, so they do. They tear away very easily, and I decided not to buy a new notebook, but to use up my washi tape. And also various stickers I've gotten from Michael's and Family Dollar. So, very festive. As you can see, these are the color cards I showed you from December. I tried to use washi tape that was similar. Also, as part of my miracle morning, I had been journaling every day, and I decided to stop doing that in here and do that in my journal. So, got a new insert in here just for journaling, but here's some journaling idea notes, notes from Big Magic, which I read in December and 2019. Now, these next couple of pages are from me working Your Best Year by Lisa Jacobs to review 2018 and set up for 2019. As you can see, I did it over the first couple of days. So see, this is what happens when the washi tape is not doing its job. The paper just sticks out. And that is December here and the first couple of days of January. Now we have the cover page for the new moon in Capricorn at monthly lunation. My plant ally this past month was Sage. The song of the month was Serendipity by BTS's Jimin, the full version, and my essential oil of the month was Sage as well. I also had the Magician card, but I haven't figured out exactly how I want to put these cards in to the spread, so it is what it is. But I like doing this spread as a cover page because it's lets me be artistic and also highlighting the important witchy stuff and self-care things that be focusing on during the month. So here's my monthly log and projects list. I'm a little bit disappointed by not getting most of my personal stuff done. And I had quite a bit of Scarlet Moon Creations things that I wanted to do, but it is what it is. My income and expenses I'll fill in later. I decided not to do it since I would be covering it up anyway. And my memories page, since I didn't pick out a theme other than the colors, if you'll notice that for December I had ornaments as my theme, so I drew a bunch of ornaments and wrote in my memories on them. This one I had not picked out like a theme, so I just put swatches of the colors and I'll write my most important memories and moments on here later. Then I realized I had forgotten to do my review for December and then never got around to finishing it. So that's what these pages are. Daily pages, you'll see I did elderberry how-to class with and made some elderberry tincture, took some notes, and some more notes from Big Magic that I didn't get to write down earlier. I also read the bullet journal method and took some notes in here. I missed taking notes, so I'm glad I did that. And then we're like just jumping days because I didn't do dailies very often. So as you can see, we go from January 19th to January 20th to February 1st. That's no weeklies and hardly any dailies, but it's okay. This was notes from the astrology podcast monthly horoscope for February that I took notes on while watching. And here is the last few days of this Capricorn lunation. Now we're in my review, which I will finish up after the filming. And this will start my cover page. Before we get into that, I titled this Thoughts. If you've watched my plan with me's in the past, this is nothing new. But after I stopped journaling in my bullet journal, I decided to put this insert in here. And I doodled, colored, wrote. I have to finish transcribing this. I had done this day, didn't get to finish it before I had to go out, so I typed up the rest of my thoughts and I just need to put them in there. I was attempting to do like this gradient thing with food coloring, and it started off nicely but didn't go very far. And again, as you can see, I used the colors of the month I picked for January. And that is all I have so far. This will be finished soonish if I continue to do my journaling with Miracle Morning. But it's okay because I have a ton of random notebooks around that I could use for journaling. So let's get started with planning this month. One thing you may have noticed is that like I said, I forgot to include some pages. I forgot to leave space for my review of December before I started January. And I also, for January, I forgot to do a habit tracker. And so that doesn't happen again. I remembered what I did the last time I used basically one book for my bullet journal. I did what I'm doing right now. I created a setup. I created this list of monthly pages I want to remember to do every month, and wrote them down in a list on a post-it note so that I can stick them in to hold pages when I need them. So that's what I'm doing now. Okay, now that I have these filled out, my colors of the month are up here again, so let's just check them out. So I've got this orange, this green, and this red, and I decided to use these washi tapes. This one says goals and important and all that jazz on it. Sorry, it's kind of dark. It's a gray, rainy day out. So the other one I'm going to use is this green. I try to use relatively thin washi tapes so they don't take up too much space, but I don't have anything as thin as this one, so I'm just going to go with it. Now that I have the pages I know I'm going to use right now marked off, I'm going to put in washi tape. I think this one that says goals and to-dos and important is good to use on my monthly log and projects page. So let's go. Okay, so that is set. So already we're doing different things in 2019. I've never washi taped my pages before even using them. That's interesting, I guess. So what I'm doing now is cutting off the excess from the top that I didn't get before. So it's not a precise science. So putting those guys aside. Now my cover page, I think I'll leave this up front here. This is what I did before when I was working in the leuchtturm. I just put those little sticky things up there. My cover page, as you noticed before, I split into 4 parts. And these 4 parts represent what the 4 things I'm focusing on each month. So in the center, I name the sign of that month, and around it I have my Fairy of the Month card from the Fairies Oracle, the Herb of the Month, the Song of the Month, and what is this one again? I don't know. Sorry, I've forgotten for some reason, somehow. Oh yes, and my oil of the month. I greatly enjoy drawing out the little potions bottles where I would include the oil. So we are currently Aquarius. So this is the new moon in Aquarius. The sun is already in Aquarius. So let's pick out what color I'm going to use. Again, using my trusty cheapo watercolor paints here from Michael. I think I'm going to use this. I also got from Michael. This is a very teeny tiny paintbrush, but it helps me, if it will focus. There you go. It helps me kind of paint with this type of thing. So let's get to it. Actually, first I thought about it. I'm going to set up my monthly log and projects page first and then do this so that this is not smearing on the other opposite page while it's drying. So let's do that. I'll set up everything, come back and explain it. Let's go. Okay, let me put some of this stuff away because I'm finished setting up. I'm just gonna go do a quick overview so you can see what I did. Oh, camera, don't be a pain. Don't be a pain. What I did, why I did it. The light has gotten low. I think I mentioned earlier it's a cloudy day today, so bear with me. As we finish this video. So, here's my cover page so far. I filled in 2 of the squares, and probably too much because I didn't leave myself room to write Aquarius here, but it is what it is. So Lemon Balm is my plant ally for this month, following Wart and Cunning's plant ally project. And yeah, Lemon Balm is my herb, and my essential oil for the month is geranium. And I couldn't find my regular geranium. I just have this geranium rose, which I will be working with. What I like to do for the essential oils is just put it in the oil warmer while I'm doing various things. Napping, sleeping is okay because I have the electric warmer. Exercising, journaling, watching television, whatever, chatting, just to see what kind of response I get. And I also like to try out some well-known or popular ways of using it. So like having a bath with it, using it in a body butter, like just mixing it with some shea butter, that kind of thing. Maybe using it in a ritual. So there's that. The same with the plant ally. It's very similar, but there's more detail, as I just showed you on the plant ally project page I have. It's a 30-day challenge, basically. You focus, and I'm supposed to do one of these every single day of the month. So stuff like draw a picture of your plant ally, learn about how to harvest your plant ally, learn your plant ally's emotional qualities, find a poem, quote, song, painting that embodies the qualities of your plant ally, read Materia Medica about your plant ally, create a plant ally chart. This is examples. I went into more detail in my annual review and setup page. But yeah, obviously I'm not the best at painting yet, but I think this was a good representation. I might do more layers of like the leaves of Lemon Balm, aka Melissa. So my card for this month, my fairy of the month, my fairy of the month and my song of the month is here on this spread. So February, it's the Magician, and the song is Trouble by Shampoo. Honestly, I always think of that song. It reminds me of the Power Rangers movie, the first one. So here's the Magician card, and that would go here. And then later I'll draw something or paint something representative of Trouble by Shampoo. So again, the fairy, this is from the... So I will go in later and draw something that I feel represents Trouble by Shampoo into this square. And somehow I'll fit in the word Aquarius, because I only just realized I didn't leave space for it in the middle like I did in the previous month. But again, with both, with all four, honestly, I like to meditate on them. They are included in my love letters to self, in the love letter for the Aquarius lunation, and that was part of my new moon ritual to kind of read that, have these four revealed to me, and try to see where they fit in my self-care and self-love needs for the month. Also, just getting closer with each, because doing readings, working with plants and oils, and music is all part of my spirituality, my pagan witchcraft practice. So I wanted to include that more in my bullet journal. Now we move on to my monthly log. And this is really where my colors of the month start to show up. Again, really quickly showing you that spread. February, I have these three colors, and I pulled them using the Color Mage Oracle deck. Each card is just a simple color with a word on it. And the three colors I picked for this month was Orange, Chalkboard, and Sunset Joy. And how I use them predominantly is here in my bullet journal. These are the colors I used to draw the geranium oil for this month. So anyway, again, meditate with these colors to see how I feel about them and how they can be used in readings. But these are the events that I really know of for this month. I have to add one more in here, actually, because I forgot. Blackathon is a reading-a-thon that I am participating in. There will be no videos, but you can follow me on Instagram to see what books I'm reading. There are prompts for it, and I really am enjoying that one. Yeah, projects I'm working on this month, and for both of my businesses, but also personal and spiritual. Here's my habit tracker, and again, if you're new, I like to do like a bar graph, counting how many times during the month I've done something rather than what days I did it on. I don't know what I'm gonna put here, but probably some artwork, same down here, same on the side. My theme is fire this month. My income and expenses tracker set up. My memories page, I did not do anything. I don't know how many memories I want to include, but I will be going with the fire candle theme. So that's what'll be here once at the end of the month, once I fill that in. And last but not least, I put aside the pages for my review, which should only be these two. So my first day will be here, and I'll just keep going from there. Now, the last thing I want to show you guys. Ooh, who is screeching and why? I do not know. The last thing I would like to show you guys is my elemental cards that I pulled for this month. Let me just show you my spread. This is my tarot journal. I'm looking at the month of February. 4 of Swords, 10 of Wands, Talisman, the Hierophant, and the Glaucomer. And these are my cards. The 4 of Swords for the element of air, the 10 of Wands for the element of fire, the Hierophant for the element of water, and the Glaucomer for the element of earth. And to find out more about these cards and to review last month's cards, please check out my soon to be posted January elemental reading and February preview video. So that's it. That is my February Witchy plan with me. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I enjoyed making it. It's been a while since I've shown you my process, but I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.